Are we live? Yup, we're live. We are live, baby. We are live. Good morning, good morning. For anyone who's tuned in, thank you for joining. We're gonna get things started in a little bit. Okay, we got 10 minutes till the market opens. It's a Friday. Thank God for that. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. You have to kind of nudge your brain a little bit towards that. You know what I mean? All right, we got no one here so far. Let me put this on Instagram. Good morning, good morning. Today's gonna be a good day, man. Good day. I'm excited. All right, should I go through the levels? I think Cam just hopped in. Let me know when you're ready for me to go through the levels. Some of the things that I'm watching. We had a nice end of rally yesterday. Very nice end of rally. I was off the charts, but I almost wished I wasn't. Very nice move. YouTube is telling me that the stream may be laggy. Can we confirm that? Is it laggy or do I look good? I'm good. Ryan, welcome. Thank you for being here, man. Let's get to it. So, since I have the two of you here, I'm gonna walk through these levels real quick. So if you guys have noticed, we have in the higher time frames, we had a really nice rally yesterday, end of day rally, and right now we're finding a little bit of support here. I'm not too concerned about these levels. I'm more so concerned about these levels here, and I'll go down in detail. Um, but I feel a little more comfortable. going to the downside, but again, I'm going to just play whatever the market gives me. I'm going to play it. So, but if we do come to the downside, I'm expecting, from 199 to 191 to really hold. This was a transitional control zone where, buyers took over sellers. We broke past that upper part of the range. I've had that for a week now. I'm going to just keep it on there. I don't expect too much support there, but we'll see how price reacts. And right now, unlike yesterday, I don't see an opportunity just yet. Yesterday, I got in right away as the market opened because an opportunity presented itself. But right now, I still need to see some direction. This little uptrend here, it's looking very weak. So again, I do feel a little more comfortable playing this to the downside. But I'm going to have to wait until an opportunity presents itself because right now I don't have a clear entry. And one of the things that I always preach is, just like the thumbnail says, I'm risking very small for big rewards. So I'm not trying to risk more than 3 points. But the charts have to tell me where to get in, and that's what I'm waiting for. Here, pretty nice rejection here, and my charts are gonna get messy. I like to mark down everything, right? Because we're constantly getting new information. So my charts are gonna get messy. But I'll try to break down everything for you guys. Very strong rejection here. I do see, a little bit of support here. Buyers are holding this level up. But again, this this uptrend is starting to look very weak. And that's kind of everything that I'm considering for now. Like I said, I do expect, buyers to hold this level up because we are still uptrending. A little bit of support here if you want to call it, but I'm not too concerned about these levels here at 4,215. Okay, and I do trade options. For anyone that's new, Ryan, once again, thank you for hopping on. I do trade options, but with these levels, you can trade futures, you can trade options on futures, do your thing. But this is primarily what I'm looking at. Here and there, maybe I'll hop onto Apple, just kind of see what the big names are doing, but I don't ever trade individual stocks. I'm only trading ES. Just yesterday, we were able to capitalize on 2 opportunities. Me and Cam, which he's on here now, hasn't missed a day. He was able to capitalize too. So I think the ES, it provides enough opportunities, which is why I'm not really looking at individual names. Yeah, same here, Cam. I'm looking more so to the downside, and I'm already seeing sellers stepping in aggressively. It seems like that like buyers have been exhausted, especially after the big move yesterday. I don't think that's sustainable. And I'm very cautious to the upside just because it could very well be like a fake out. But again, I'm going to just wait. I still don't see a clear opportunity. Okay, actually, I might have just bought one. Okay, this level is holding. Like I said, we do have buyers here. Pretty strong rejection here so far. But I just found my entry here. And what I'm looking at is I'm looking for a strong rejection. I'm then looking for increased volume, and then I'm looking for a break past an opposing zone. So we had a pretty strong rejection here. Looking at the 2-minute here, pretty strong rejection up here in these levels. Increase in volume, and then we broke past this opposing zone. So if we can get above this level here, unless I'm missing something, But if we can get above this level here, let's call it 4222. If we can get to 4222, I'm only gonna risk like 2 points here. This is the zone that I'm looking at. Now I'm gonna hope, okay, it's not a good strategy for the most part, but I'm gonna hope that buyers are weak here, because we have tested this level several times. So I'm hoping we can break down this level after we get this retest. Market as opened. I'm gonna hop over to Bookmap for now. But once again, that 422 level, looking for puts there. 422. If you want to get in a little early, I'm gonna hold off. But if you want to get a little early, we do have that psychological level here at 4220. But that 4223, 234 has to hold. I haven't gotten in just yet, but once again, I mean, I'm waiting for that 422. Now, if it breaks below this, then I might. If it breaks below these levels here, 4217, then I might have just missed this opportunity. But once again, I'm expecting price to go down here. And we saw, as soon as the market opened, we saw a very quick test. We almost got very close to 422. That's a mouthful. 4222. There you go. All right, we're seeing some buyers stepping in here. This could very well be a fake out, because once again, we had buyers here. That's why I don't like trading breakouts, but that zone of mine is still valid. I want to see 4222. Once again, if you're comfortable risking a little more than 2-3 points, I mean, you could get in here as it tested 4221, and you'd only be risking about 3 points, 3-4 points. I'm gonna get in light size here, because I don't know if price is gonna go any higher than that. So I got in light size. Now, like I said, if we get above 4224, then I would invalidate this trade, and then buyers would be in control at that point. I'm looking here at the volume profile. One of the things that stands out in the session volume profile off to the very right, you see that big bar right there? We have big bars here at the red. So there's a lot of sellers here. I'm going to go, if we hit 422, I'm going to add to my position. Very rarely do I do that, but in this, $422. Yeah, very rarely do I do that. I typically just go full size once my price hits, but I was noticing, you know, some strong rejections here. That's why I got in a little bit prematurely. First target here, I'm going to say, I'm not going to call this a target, but I am just going to just tell you to keep an eye on it. It's going to be like 4-2-11, 4-2-12. Just keep an eye on it, see how how it reacts as it approaches that. If we see a strong rejection, then I'll trim my position. But the real target for me is going to be like 4,200, 4,200. So we could potentially get 20 points here if sellers step in. And I mean, if I like to look at the 10-minute, if you notice the 10-minute candle before the market open, if you notice that, very strong, unusually strong, right? Like to see that amount of volume before the market open is very unusual, right? So I know sellers are strong here. All right, if 4-2-2-2 hits, I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna go full size. Today's gonna be a good day. Well, let's get it. All right, I'm in full size. If we get above 4-2-2-4, I'm gonna have to get out for a loss. And the real test is gonna be once it hits. I just like to round, but the real test is gonna be once it hits like 422.75. That's where I have my level marked. So this is where it has to hold below 4-2-2-4. Ooh. Buyers are looking a little strong here. This is the real test right here. I need this thing to hold. My finger's on the trigger. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna get out. Come on now. I mean, the only thing I'm doing is playing my setup and understanding the conditions. That's all I can really do, right? So I have no control over what the market does. So I am hoping this works out. But this is my setup right here. Okay, we're seeing some sellers step in. Come on now. Come on, you guys. This is the real test. We gotta, this has to hold. And you notice that strong rejection there? So there's sellers there for sure. This has to hold. Oh, I'm in short, dude. I'm in short. My bad. I should have clarified. Yeah, I'm in for puts right now. And like I said, the first target's going to be 4212. 4212. I want to see how it reacts as we approach that level. But I don't want to get ahead of myself because, again, this sellers have to step in here. I'm in full size. It'd be really nice if we can hit this play. I might call it early today. That'd be a really good Friday. Less is more. Less is more, you guys. The less trades you can take, the better. But we do have Powell speaking at 8, so I do want to see how market plays out at that time. I like the rejection here. I need to see some continuation. There's a buyer here holding up price at 4221. All right, I'm out, you guys. Damn. All right, well, that didn't work out like I wanted it to. All right, well, let's see if we can get another opportunity here. Yeah, I'm invalidating that trade. Buyers are strong here. Really wanted sellers to step in there. They're not all winners, but when they are, they pay out nicely. I mean, right there, I risked about 2-3 points, and my first target here, had it played out, it would have been 412, right? That would have been a 10-point move from 4222. I mean, that's already a 3-to-1. I mean, 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio, which isn't bad, but I like to hit. I like to hit at least 1-to-5. There's a buyer here at 4221. I think I might hop in and join him. Buyers are still pretty strong here. Pretty strong rejection here at 4221. I'm gonna hop in for calls here. And this is exactly what I'm looking at here. Very strong buyer here. Broke past this opposing zone after the strong rejection. That's the one thing that I was looking out for. So this is one of those instances where if it gets above this level, I'm going calls. If it gets below, I'm going puts. So we're gonna have to stay above. Now we're gonna have to stay above 4220. And I'm in for calls. Now the one thing that I'm kind of aware of is we could potentially just stay in a sideways range until Powell speaks, which could completely obliterate me right now. So I need this to hold. I'm not liking this either. I have VWAP here as a support. If we get below that, I'm gonna get out too. This one seems like the better play though. I have a few more confluences here. We have VWAP. We're still technically uptrending. We saw a really strong rejection here, and we broke past this opposing zone here. So let's hope it works out. And I'm in light size on this one. All I'm doing is playing my setup. If I see it, I want to take it. I'd rather lose money than to miss an opportunity. I feel like it's gonna be hard to find continuation. I'm gonna just stay in as long as it doesn't get below 420, 4220, 4220. All right, we're finding a little bit of continuation. We just got to make a higher high, get above 4225. But I am in for calls right now. Got in at 4221. So we are up a little bit on that position. I feel like it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for price to find continuation here. If you guys are noticing something, feel free to put it on the chat. I love to see what other people are looking at. I don't like this strong rejection here, to be honest. Pretty strong rejection here if you look at the 1 minute. Look at the 1 minute there, pretty strong rejection. So I have to say this is more of a lower probability setup. That's why I did go in light size. But I do like some of the confluences here. We're above VWAP. We're now getting above our EMAs. All right, it's looking pretty good. Yeah, a lot of strong rejections. I'm not liking this, honestly. I'm gonna I'm gonna trim here a little bit and then just let one ride because very strong rejections here. I feel like we're just gonna we might potentially just kind of stay in a range until Powell speaks. Yeah, that's probably the wise thing to do, Cam. Well, clearly it has been the wise thing to do. But we are kind of stuck in this range here. All right, I'm out completely. Cut a little bit of my losses from that first play. I just don't like the behavior here. We have a lot of passive buyers. I mean, a lot of passive sellers up here. Now, I've said this before. I do consider it, but I don't place a lot of heavy emphasis on it, but because I've seen a lot of times where, um, as price approaches these levels, those sellers they pull their orders from the order book, so it's almost more like they're just there to kind of psych you out a little bit. But this one's a little differently because it's a pretty big block. It's covering from 4227 down to 4225. It's quite a big block. So it seems like this guy's pretty serious about, or these guys are pretty serious about um, selling here. We just don't know if they're they're market orders or no, not market orders. If it's to get in or if it's to sell to cover. All right, so I'm gonna sit on my hands here until Powell speaks. Not liking the action so far. Man, I really like that pre-market volume. I thought sellers were definitely going to bring price down, but it is what it is. All right, so far we're down 90 bucks. Like I said, risking very little to make a lot. So now we just got to capitalize on a good play. Pretty strong rejection here at 442.20. That level is still holding. That's my level there. That's the level I marked down. I don't like to see this. I don't like to see it being tested so many times. The best plays are when it's tested once and then it goes in your direction. This right here almost invalidates it. Although it is holding, it almost just invalidates it for me. Yeah, I really suspect we're going to be trading in a range here. All right, pretty aggressive selling here. Strong rejection. Thank you guys for liking the video. Appreciate it. Got 2 likes. I am happy Powell's gonna speak a little earlier than usual at 8 a.m. So that way we can cut this day short here. Let's see if 42.22 can hold here. I'm just spectating. I'm not getting in. Learn my lesson. Sellers are stepping in pretty aggressively. Sheesh. Honestly, the best thing you can do in conditions like this is go make yourself like a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. So I'll be right back in a few minutes. We always find some of the best opportunities when price is swinging, not swinging, but I guess either below or above VWAP. Unlike today, where it's, or actually, let me rephrase that. When we're far from VWAP, right? Unlike today, we've been very close to VWAP, right? It's just that consolidation range, and the VWAP here is that purple line there. But if we look at yesterday, we got really far from VWAP. Again, it's that purple line, got far from VWAP, and we were just kind of swinging back and forth here. But we had quite a few days like that this week where price was just kind of chilling there with VWAP. Yeah, on the 16th, I remember this. Super crappy action, very crappy. Right, we were just kind of chilling there with VWAP. A little bit of volatility here on the 15. And then here on the 12, we were pretty extended from VWAP. Provided some really nice plays here. Yeah, so just kind of reminding myself here of what I need to be looking for. Super important, right? There's so much information we have to interpret. This whole overnight session, look how we were just consolidating in this range. Oop, that's my tea. You guys ever tried brewing 4 bags of tea? I know tea may come off as like, oh, it's such a little lightweight, but dude, try fucking packing a tea with like 3, 4 bags. Black tea. 4 bags is like 200 milligrams. That thing's max. And I just love tea because I mean you can literally adjust or change the amount of caffeine you're consuming. So I don't do this very often, but when I do, thing smacks. And these are actually from yesterday, so you won't see me tweaked out today. But that's the nice thing about tea, though. You can kind of reuse it. That's why I absolutely love tea. Today is OPEX too. And what that means is options expiration. According to Goldman Sachs, there's about 1.7 trillion of derivative contracts tied to stocks and indexes that are scheduled to expire today. So this is gonna bring some pretty good volatility in the market. Let's get it started. All right, so we got like about 30 minutes left. Hey Miguel, thanks for hopping on, dude. Platform as a beginner. Um, I mean, the only one that I really know is Thinkorswim, and I don't think it's that difficult. I've heard some pretty good things about Weeble, um, but if you're looking to trade, I know Thinkorswim is pretty solid, fast execution, um, pretty secure. I mean, that's really what you want to prioritize: something that's secure, something that's gonna execute your orders fast, and something that offers pretty real time data. If anybody else has any suggestions, please feel free to put them down in the chat. Yeah, I really like the mobile platform. I really like the chart there. But if you want like a extensive, pretty complex platform, you could download the desktop version and you'll get everything on there too. But the mobile platform is super easy to use. So not much worth mentioning here. Again, we're just trading in a sideways range. We're just gonna wait until Jerome Powell speaks and see if we can find ourselves an opportunity. see what Apple's doing, just to kill time, I guess. I mean, it's no surprise. It's no surprise that it's not doing anything. I used to Good morning. You okay? Feel better? Yeah. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So Apple, that was a name that I had it on my screens. Like it wouldn't leave my screens. I would always watch what Apple was doing. But then I came to realize like I think as a trader, you want to get to a point where you don't have to look at so many different things to come up with a plan. I think that's what a lot of and I mean, if you guys have this is just my opinion, but if you guys have a different perspective and fill me in, I get it using it as a clue, but I think the less that you look at, I think the better, right? Because we're already being fed a lot of information just by looking at one chart. Now imagine I have to look at three different charts. I have to look at VIX, Apple, Tesla, right? So I just find I found that it's better to just play your levels. Yeah. All right, we got 22 minutes. We got 22 minutes until Powell speaks. That's a bar, honestly. That's a bar. So the difference between the rich and the poor is what they think the purpose of money is. Poor people think that it's to pay bills, Right? I'm sure you've heard that one. Middle class thinks it's to buy stuff. And then as you suspect, the rich, they understand the true purpose of money, and that's to grow it, to invest it, make an impact, to build. Man, that alone is worth everything. That's a bar. I like that. I like that. Take me to a place where there's no time, no. How would I play some music? Anyone against that? Some music? Just kind of something super chill. Let's see. Chill. Alright, this is gonna put me to sleep though. Let me know if that's too loud. How does that sound? You guys cool with a little bit of beat in the background? We're gonna get started soon. Powell speaks in 18 minutes. We're gonna get this thing started. I don't even know if you guys can hear that. Hopping back over to the ES. My main squeeze right here. Hopping back over to the ES. That's my main squeeze. I'm very happy to see 3 viewers on here. One day there's gonna be hundreds, if not thousands, of people watching, just connecting. That's what I want to see. I want to build a network and just trade alongside other people. That'd be very cool. right before volatility comes in, this is a really good time to just back test and kind of remind yourself of what it is that you're looking for. What's your trading plan? Go over your trading plan so that way you don't deviate from it once Powell starts to speak. And when it comes to news related moves, I always like to let the dust settle. I don't want to be the first buyer. I don't want to be the first seller. I want price to establish a clear direction. So I really encourage you to go over your trading plan, go over your setup. What is it that you're looking for? And it might be wise to trade light unless you're super confident, because once Powell starts to speak, he's gonna trigger different movements here. So there's just gonna be a lot of volatility. Trading plan right here. This is it. Pretty straightforward. What's the saying go? The best business plans are the ones that can be written on a napkin. I think that applies to trading too. The best trading setups are the ones that can be written down on a napkin. All right, you guys, 4 minutes. Again, don't be the first buyer, don't be the first seller. Just let the dust settle and then come up with a plan. Okay? You guys already know my key levels here. I do expect right here for 199 to hold. It's not an entry, it's just I'm expecting buyers to defend these levels here. This is the upper part of the range, definitely something worth looking at. And then obviously I would expect price to break past this range, right? But I'm not gonna get in as we break past it. That's just not how I trade. If that's how you trade, I don't want to discourage you. Do your thing. I just have to see. I have to see my setup under the right conditions as well. Today's gonna be a good day. Today's gonna be a good day. Don't matter win or lose, today's gonna be a good day. One of the philosophies that I've adopted is you only really lose if you don't learn anything. Right? Because if you think about it, one L from the loss, and then one L from the lesson. Make a W, my friend. Yeah, I was paying attention to that, Cam. I was paying attention to that. I know you like to see the 15-minute candle. Yeah, this thing looks like a fucking barcode. Man, that volume, that increase in volume. I mean, look how much volume in comparison to all the other candles. Right, like that's what you want to see. Like that's one of my confluences. I want to see volume. All right, it's 8. So I don't know if I should maybe put it on. I like to once in a while. It's crazy how one man has such a great influence on the market. This dude can literally sneeze and the market will fucking tear up. funny. Now, I suppose you guys don't want to listen to this, so I'm gonna just keep it low. It doesn't really matter what he says. Again, I'm gonna look at how price reacts, and then I'm gonna just play my setup. Yeah, so he's already speaking. All right, we're starting to see an increase in volume. It seems like I'm a little laggy, huh? As long as you guys can hear me, just let me know, please. Hey, we got 16 subscribers. I never thought I'd have a YouTube channel. Never did I think I was gonna have a YouTube channel. So to have one now is a little shocking, but I'm excited. All right, so he's talking about inflation right now. So that this could potentially get us out of this range. I'm not gonna take any trades within this range. All right, so we finally are breaking past that range there. We made a lower low. We could expect buyers to hop in here. A lot of people love to play these breakouts here. If it gets laggy, please let me know. I'd appreciate it. Right now, I'm just kind of gauging this level, 42.20. I'm not looking. That's not an entry for me. I'm not looking to get in just yet. I just want to see, a confirmation of trend. We don't have a confirmation just yet. Although momentum is to the downside, we are starting to see sellers. I'm gonna wait for confirmation here because I just don't want to get caught in the middle of this range again. And it's still pretty early. Don't worry about catching every move, just catch the best one. These past several days, I've been noticing the market usually has some pretty good movement towards the end of the day. Like around 10, 11, it starts to move. Um, just wanted to put that out there because I know a lot of times we want to finish up early, get our day started, start doing other activities, but we could potentially see a large move later today. All right, he's talking about the status of banks right now. He's saying they're in good shape. Not like it matters. I just wanted to. I don't really care what he says, to be honest. I just want to. I'm gonna just play my levels. Sellers are starting to step in pretty aggressively here. Very strong rejection here. It's not enough for me to want to take this long. Right, where momentum is still to the downside. If there's anything that I may have missed or that you guys are watching, I'd love to see. I'd love to see what you guys are watching. Yeah, very large sell-off. That 4206 level is definitely a level of interest. 4207, 4206. I can't seem to gauge why. I mean, let me let me look here in the smaller time frame, see if I notice anything. There was a lot of volume here. There was a lot of volume yesterday as the market was rallying. That could explain why buyers are trying to hold up this level. You're not trading the rest of the day? Okay, yeah. Do your thing, dude. That's totally fine. I respect that, honestly. I totally respect that. If you feel like the conditions aren't right for your strategy, then the best thing to do is just walk away. Did you take trades today? Did you place any trades today? Damn. It's all good, man. Like I said, as long as you learn something today. Got you, dude. I'll see you on Monday, Cam. If you're gonna bounce out of here, I'll see you on Monday. But you're always welcome to stay, dog. Oh, so once again, it's OPEX. Okay, so what that means is options expiration. A lot of options are going to be expiring today. So with that and Powell speaking, we're going to see a lot of volatility. I still don't see much. The only play that I noticed was this, but it was inside the range, and I really didn't want to take any trades there. But I did see the setup there. Um, as we saw this increase in volume, and we broke past this zone, saw that immediate retest. But again, it was within the range. I knew it was going to be lower probability, but that's essentially what I'm looking for. I'm looking at the volume. I'm looking for price to break past key levels, um, and I'm looking for momentum to support it. So these are my EMAs here: the 21, the 9. Then we have VWAP here. I like to have these indicators support my trade. They don't always do, but when they do, it just adds that additional confluence. So Powell's just speaking on a variety of different topics. So I do expect price to kind of just have these um, sudden moments of increased volume, just like we saw at 8:04, and then we saw another increase in volume here at 8:12. So we could just see, sudden moments of participants here, which is why I think it's a good idea to go lighter size, just because you don't know what he could possibly say something, and then the trade goes against you immediately. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna just highlight a few things here. So obviously that's been a key level there. Strong rejections. We do have, if you look at the 1 minute, we have pretty strong rejections up here. Okay, I just don't see anything that's telling me to get in just yet. And if you guys do notice something again, let me know. We're trading here together, dude. Strong rejection there, strong rejection up here. Another increase in volume here as it broke past that 406, 407 level. I'm sorry, not 406. 4206, 4207. All right, we're seeing that increase in volume as we break past those levels. And we're coming down to these levels here where I expect buyers to step in and defend from 4199, 4199 and 4191. In between this area here, I do expect buyers to defend it. Is it an entry? No, it's not an entry. Right? It's just I don't know what an anticipation. Doesn't matter. There's always an explanation for everything. Right? So I'm noticing here in the 1 minute, you're going to see that line. You're going to see a line pop up right now. Boom. So that line right there, that if you're looking at the 1 minute, that's the start of a very nice green candle that formed yesterday with increasing volume. And that's where we saw that resistance there, or not resistance, support. So that 4206. And like I said, my charts will get a little messy here and there. But again, I'm just trying to break down all the information that's coming through. I want to interpret it. I want to have all the clues. That way I can make the best trading decisions. And if you haven't hit the like button, I would highly appreciate it. Maybe one extra like will make this video go viral. Just kidding. Yeah, so I just wanted to point that out, that 4206 level. I mean, it's not a key level, but it's something just worth looking at, right? Like I said, I think there's always an explanation for everything. Unless it's something news related, usually, price just does what it does. Like, it just does its own thing. So I'm going to get rid of that level there. And I'm going to keep these down here. Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. And for the new viewers that hopped in today, appreciate you guys. I want to remind you that I'm on here from Monday to Friday, every single morning starting at 6:20. We've caught some really good plays this week. Today so far, I'm down. We took 2 trades. I'm down only 90, but I am expecting. I'm expecting some volatility, so it's not over. Today's not over. And I'm being super transparent with you guys too. I'm going to show you the losses. I'm going to show you the wins. Why? Because I think that you can learn from both. In fact, I know that you'll learn from both. You'll learn from my mistakes, and I'll tell you what I did wrong, what I did right, so that way you guys can apply that. Just like this opportunity that we might have missed up here. I mean, looking at it after the fact, I mean, it looks like we missed a good opportunity. But again, it was within that range, and I didn't want to take it. But that this candle here at 804, it established a direction. Very large volume, broke past the key level, and yeah, I mean, if anyone caught that, that's like a 20-point move right there. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this level there. I'm gonna just highlight this here. Something worth noting. It looks like a good I mean, no, actually, I take that back. It's not a good entry. The only reason is because momentum is still to the downside, right? I would need to see um I would need to see buyers step in here, but I'm not looking to take this long just yet. It's gonna have to find a little bit of acceptance here, and then strong buying if I want to take this long, but it's still too early. All right, he's talking about interest rates now. Do I care? No, I don't. But he's being asked a lot of different questions. Maybe once he's done speaking, the market will kind of um, pick a direction. I'm constantly looking at the chat, so if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate. I'd be happy to answer any questions you guys have. So I'm gonna give you guys a little gem. I like to use the EMAs, right? The 21 and the 9. 21 and the 9. The 21 is the pink one, and then the 9 is this green one here, right? So whenever I'm in a trade, I like to stay in that trade until one, we hit a target, or when we break past the 21 EMA. Okay, so I'm looking at this play once again. This could have been, this fitted the parameters. The only thing that stopped me from taking this trade was because we were in that range. But this trade here, it stayed below that 21 EMA, and it hasn't opened above it. So that's one way to kind of gauge whether you're in a good trade or not. Once it gets above that 21 EMA, I would get out completely. But I've done a lot of back testing on this, and I've noticed and then another very important point is you got to be using the 2-minute chart. The 2-minute chart on the 21 EMA. I've done a lot of back testing, and I've noticed every time when we have a really solid trend, it normally stays below that. If it opens above it, then usually it's violated. Strong rejection here. A lot of volume coming through. But sellers are stepping in aggressively here. So as we break past these levels, I'm going to just start to get rid of them. Because I'm going to keep marking stuff down, and I don't want to get this too cluttered here. Today's going to be a good day. We just have to remain patient, follow our plan, and put risk on the table. That's the most important thing. You have to put risk on the table. If you hesitate, that can cost you an opportunity. So just mentally prepare yourself. You're going to have to put risk on the table. All right, pretty strong buying here. Pretty strong buying, strong rejection here. And 41.91. Buyers stepped in aggressively right now. I'm not comfortable with taking this long just yet. I need to see, the trend starting to form. Because I've made the mistake plenty of times. It's costed me a lot of money where, you start to see like the first signs of a reversal. But it's always important to wait for confirmation. Right, strong rejection. Buyer stepped in. But we have a lot of sellers here that have brought price down. Ooh, ooh. So just by understanding price action, and one of the charts that I love to use is the 1 minute because it gives you all the details. Just by understanding price action, right? We know there's sellers here, right? So if buyers can get above this, they're gonna take control of sellers, at least in this area, right? But we know there's sellers here just by looking at this candle here that formed at 842. We approached the zone for the first time, and we saw that little rejection there. They're about to wrap up, so we could see some volatility here. I'm very tempted to take this long here. Strong rejection, increased volume as we break it. I'm going to take a stab at this. Entries at 42.01, risking about 3 points. I need to see an immediate retest though, 42.01. Actually, I'm going to hold off. Okay. I'm going to hold off. I'm going to wait for confirmation here. It's tempting, but I'm going to wait for confirmation. I need to see the trend starting to form. This is just like the first signs. I don't want to get in prematurely. Done that, and it typically doesn't work out. So I don't want to stop anyone from getting in. If this is part of your plan, then by all means get in. But I need to confirm that price is indeed gonna make higher highs, because this could just be a pullback. I know 207, 206 area, we're gonna see some resistance there. It's looking pretty strong. Buyers are looking pretty strong right here. We've come to that 4007 level. Let's see how price reacts here. All right, well, they're done speaking. Let's see how this thing reacts here. DMV? Just a guess. At this point, if we could come down to, I'm liking the buyers that have stepped in. If we could come down to that 4207, because my main concern was that 4207. Sorry, if we could come down to 4201, then I'd be interested in getting in. Because my concern was this 4207 that acted as support. But it seems like there's not a lot of sellers here. So I think we have a free way to the upside if buyers can keep this up. I'm going to say 4202 and stop loss would be at 41.99. So risking 3 points. And I'm going in full size. I just need to see 4202 hit for me. I'm looking for calls. I want to get in at 4202. It looks like price is starting to reverse here. I know buyers are strong here. I need 4202 to hit. There's a lot of volume being transacted here at 4204. So if you don't mind risking, it's close to 5 points. If you don't mind risking 5 points, then you could potentially get in here. I see a lot of volume being transacted. If you look here at the volume profile off to the very right, a lot of volume being transacted here. And if we get in here, my first target would be 4216. And then the second target would be like around 4220. And once again, I did say we were gonna see buyers defend these areas. This area here from 41.99 down to 41.91, right? And we got very close to 41.91. Look how close we got to 41.91. If you're looking at the charts, we got very close to it. We practically hit it. We price missed it by 0.25, so we practically hit that level, and buyers stepped in pretty aggressively, defending that overall trend that we have in the higher time frames. I need that 42.02 to hit. 42.02, we're only 2 points away. Let me give you a visual here on the charts. That's that level right there. That's the level I picked out. And you can see these large green bubbles here. That's where sellers stepped in. I mean, not sellers, buyers, aggressive buyers stepped in here. 42.02. If there's anything that you guys are looking at, let me know in the chat. I want to see what you guys are looking at. And well, this level is holding here. This level is holding. 42.03. Yep. Buyers stepped in. Pretty aggressive volatility. That was very random. 8.56. Very random. I'm going to go light size on this one. If it does hit my level, I'm going to go light size. I don't like that movement. A lot of volume entering the market right now. But price isn't going anywhere. Sellers are trying to bring the price down, but they can't. They can't bring it down. I'm going to just stick to my level. If it hits, great. If it runs to the upside, we'll look for the next play. But I really like this level, considering that my stop loss, my area covers 4,200, right? That's a very key level. Very important key level. All right, I feel it coming. I feel it coming. Hopefully we can get 42.02. We're finding acceptance above these levels, which is good. All right, I'm in 42.02. So I need this to hold. Stop loss is at 41.99. I'm just playing my setup. Okay, I can't guarantee this is going to be a winner, but I'm going to just play my setup. If it fits your trading plan, then go for it. Go for it and don't hesitate. You have to put risk on the table. I got in right at 42.02. And again, I like this because my zone covers 4,200. $4,200 is a psychological level. A lot of demand right there. You guys remember I said I was down 90 bucks? I'm now at break even. Now I'm not going to get ahead of myself. I got to see this go in my direction, but I just want to point that out. Like, that's the power of trading options there. And if you're trading futures, even better. Come on, this has to hit. Come on. Come on. It's gotta hit. Come on. Damn, are you really gonna stop me out? Don't stop me out. Don't stop me out. Don't do that. 4,200 is holding. This has to hold here. I gotta see buyers step in aggressively. Come on. I'm in the market's hands right now. There's not much more I can do. Just wait to see if it works out. I know this is a key level. I just don't know if it's going to hold. Do your thing, 21. Do your thing. Come on now. Don't be a fool. Ooh, a lot of nice. We munched through that. There was a lot of supply here. I don't know if you guys noticed it. Man, I typically like to see when price reacts immediately. This is kind of taking long. I don't really see volume stepping in. I'm gonna just wait. I need that 4200 level to hold. This is taking a little too long for my liking. Like I said, I personally like to see the best trades always are the ones that, they just hit your level once and then they bounce. But I'm gonna remain patient with this one. Oh, come on. volume has kind of died down. It was doing so great. It was doing so great here when we saw this increase in volume as we broke past this zone. I know there's buyers holding up price, but are they strong enough to bring it up? Unfortunately, I can't answer that. I'm gonna have to wait and see. I've already mentally accepted the loss. That's something I do with every single one of my trades. Like, if I'm gonna get in, I know there's a likelihood of me losing. So I've already mentally accepted my loss. It is what it is. I still want this to work out, but this isn't looking too good. It's crazy. It's like everybody went to lunch right now. No volume. No freaking volume these last, like, since 9, really. Like 9 hit and then volume died down right after that. I'm still in it, you guys. I'm still in it. Honestly, at this point, I'm just hoping that we can see a strong buyer step in. I mean, the 4,200 level is holding, which is nice. We just need to see some volume. There's no volume. Maybe if I shout it loud enough, maybe they'll come in. But oh man, Like this isn't good for options traders because, as you guys know, you have the time decay. So right now I have time working against me too. That 199 levels being tested. Like I said, my stop loss is at 41.99. If we get below that, I'm gonna have to get out. I'm not liking this. Wow. Wow. It is what it is. A little frustrating. A little frustrating. Here, let's go ahead and nice. Volume starting to step in. There it is. It's like as soon as you get out of your position, it's one of those pretty good volume starting to step in. Forty-two 4202, 4203. See if that holds. We could potentially see higher highs here. I'm not in it no more, you guys. I got out. My stop loss was hit. I need to respect my stop loss. I don't see much. If I'm missing something, I mean, I only see, this is the only level that I have highlighted here. I just marked this down. I mean, if we can stay above this, we could potentially see higher highs. Volume stepped in like as soon as we hit like 190. Yeah, once we hit this, I mean, you could see the volume stepping in. I'm not trusting the market right now. I'm gonna wait to see. Wait until it establishes a clear direction here. Just very strange action. This rejection here came down here. I mean, I don't know. I'm down 200 right now. So that play, as time started to go by, that play, started to lose that those option contracts started to lose a lot of the premium. Because I really didn't risk much. I only risked like 3 points. To be down over 100 on that. I'll be right back, you guys. It's looking, volume's looking very crappy right now. I'll be right back. All right, how we doing? How we doing? Look, so if there's anything to learn from that play, it's you you have to understand what's happening in real time. Let's go over to the charts real quick. You have to understand what's happening in real time, and if it doesn't work out right away, you now have a trade that's less probable. You have a trade with lower probabilities of it actually playing out, right? So maybe as soon as I noticed that, I should have trimmed my position. I don't like it when it hovers like this. You see this play up here? You see how it just tagged it 2 candles and then it made lower lows. That's what you want to see. If we go back to some of the plays that I took yesterday, this one was another one of those plays, right? But I actually took this play. So sometimes they do end up working out, but sometimes they don't. It still does make it a trade that's with lower probabilities. Right, so this was a trade that I took yesterday, broke past that zone. Same thing. I mean, you guys can tell, right? Same thing. Same thing that's happening right now. We broke past it. We tested these lower levels, but it did kind of hover here for a while before it made higher highs. But I like those plays that just immediately respect the zone and then find continuation.
Oh, wow.
we're gonna have to start from square one, see, reanalyze what's happening. It's kind of hard to read price right now. You guys are more than welcome to share what you guys are looking at, some of the trades that you're taking in the chat. I'm hesitant to short this just because I know buyers are defending this level here. I'd prefer to see a move to the upside. Now, I don't want to, I think I might already be doing it. I don't want to be biased. Okay, I just want to play my levels and I want to understand what's happening in the market. But it also seems like sellers are defending their areas. Like they want to push price down. Like this rejection here at 4209, right? That was sellers defending their defending their area. probably be on here for another 30 minutes or so. Hopefully we can see some action within that time. As of right now, I'm not interested in playing. I don't really see much worth trading here. Wanna have fun. Oh, girls, I just wanna. That's all they really want. I mean, I wish I could say there was something exciting, but there really isn't. There's nothing exciting about this market. Like I said, these past few days, I've been noticing there's some pretty good moves towards the end of the day. So maybe it'd be worth looking at. Looking at the charts later today, but right now we're seeing a range here too. Pretty low volume. It is what it is, you know. I don't really see any opportunities, any entries. I've taken 3 trades today. 2 of them have been losers, and one of them was a very small winner. It really shouldn't even count because it ain't going my direction. I ended up just getting out for a small little win, but yeah, I think we missed a big move here. Which, I mean, it happens. It's bound to happen. You're not going to catch every move. Just as long as you play your setup and manage your risk. It's all you can really do as a retail trader, as a small trader. We don't have control over the market. So I'm going to sound like a broken record player here, but again, just manage your risk and take your play, take your setup under the right conditions. Conditions matter, right? Because just like what happened this morning was I took my trade, however, we were stuck in this range, right? We were hopping back and forth we were hopping above and below VWAP, so it wasn't the best conditions there. I'm gonna just call it, you guys. Anyone who's still here, I appreciate you coming out. As a reminder, I'm live streaming from Monday to Friday, 6:30, or I start at 6:20, 10 minutes before the market opens, and I break down the levels that I'm watching. So stay tuned, you guys. I'll be here on Monday, so I'll see you guys then.